Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an author, speaker, and proud father. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Don't stay with a man you are not sexually attracted to. Ladies, you know, Uncle Rom gotta be honest with you, because you know I love you. Even though I gotta give y'all some tough love sometimes. Ladies, don't stay with a man that you are not sexually attracted to. It hurts you, it hurts him, y'all living a lie. And then, you know, you might think everything good with him and everything. And, you know, he's a good guy otherwise, but he ain't turning you on. He ain't making you holler. He ain't making you speak in tongues. And really, you're just not really attracted to him, but he has other good traits, which is cool. You know, he got good traits. But you're not turned on by him. All that's going to happen at some point is you're going to be out and about somewhere. And you know that fine dude going to come across your path. He might be in a checkout line at the grocery store. You know, walking through the mall or something. Or shoot, he might just even see you and approach you because he'd be like, girl, you fine. And you know, you trying to be cool and everything, but everything in you turned on. Like, you know, shit, you know, your private parts be like screaming, doing a rumba, doing a dance. It's doing a line dance. And then, you know, all of a sudden, that relationship with that dude, every bad thing he do, all of a sudden is going to be magnified. Stuff you could live with at first because that other guy in the picture. That other guy's in the picture. Y'all ain't even have sex yet, but you know how y'all get turned on by. You know? It's not worth it. It is not worth it. And honestly, I tell guys the same thing, but a lot of guys settle too. But I'm on the woman's channel now. Seriously, see, here's the problem. Here's the issue. People don't take sex serious enough or lust serious enough. That plays a role. We can't ignore it. It's nature. It actually tells you on one level who you're compatible with and who you're not. Because what it is, let me go deep thought with y'all for a second. Your subconscious, your body knows already. Your body knows. Indeed, I've actually told men that. I've used the term, you know, I say if that woman ain't getting your joint hard, leave her alone. Seriously. And I mean, it's a shame. And I know some women, y'all probably been on the end of it, wondering why that guy put you in a friend zone. It's actually better in the long run. You might try to force a relationship, but it's not going to work. It's going to have some problems in it. Ladies, if you feeling a man and you dealing with a man and you feel like, you know what, you really ain't that attracted to him, or sexually, you're not turned on, y'all need to sit down and have a conversation, a real conversation. It's better to have that short-term hurt than that long-term hurt. It's better than, you know, you try to stay with him anyway, but you stepping out with that fine dude who's driving you crazy. Or even worse, you get pregnant by that fine dude. And then it just creates more and more problems when it could have been solved at first by not even dealing with them. Now, I know, you know, the logical thing is if you ain't feeling that guy on a sexual level, leave him alone. I mean, indeed, and I know any men listening, hey, look, I tell men all the time, if that woman ain't lusting you, leave her alone. I've said that. I've done videos on that. But if y'all ain't lusting the man, don't try to force it. Don't live a lie, because at the end of the day, it's a lie. Regardless of what you think about sex, you know, some people think, well, you know, we got to be married or in a relationship or this or that. If you're not lusting that person, it's a lie. Because a relationship has to be, when you're relating in an intimate relationship with somebody, that lust plays a big part. And of course, the other stuff play a big part. The other stuff, the emotional compatibility. Like, you got to have that too, but that's another video. When sometimes you'll deal with a guy you sexually attracted to, but the emotional component isn't there. The personality component isn't there. That's a whole other video. Right now, I'm talking about that lust thing, because I talk to a lot of women privately, and I've heard from a lot of women. And it's always come down to the same thing. The guy's a good guy, but he ain't rocking their world sexually. He ain't ringing any bells. And, they might be real cool with him otherwise. They might be real cool. It might even say he's a good guy. He's just not doing it for them. But that's fair. Now, I know some guys will look at that and say, oh, well, yeah, they should do that or be there and do all. Man, forget that. Because how many guys want to be with a woman they not sexually attracted to? You got to have that component in there. It got to be that lust. It got to be in there for it to work. Not the only thing, of course. Not the only thing. But it has to be in there. They got to be on the checklist. Y'all lust each other? Okay, good. Then y'all can talk about the personality compatibility, money consciousness compatibility, and all of that stuff. And then if you in a relationship with a guy like that, like I started out talking about, you got to sit back and really think about it, ladies. You got to sit back and really, really take it into consideration. And y'all need to be honest because you don't want it might feel bad, a breakup and everything. And I'm going to get it more into just being in a relationship because that's really what it comes down to, why a woman would knowingly stay with a guy she ain't feeling. I'm going to talk about that in my next podcast. But in the meantime, you got to have it. There's nothing wrong with sex. And if you're in an intimate relationship, you need to have it there. Indeed, like even now, I've seen the numbers up to about 40% of marriages are sexless. 40%? 40%? And I've been seeing that I've known some women in sexless marriages. The man and woman might have sex enough to pop out of babies, but then after they got a couple kids, they talk about their husband's roommates. That's the most common term I've heard. And this ain't from people online. This is from people I've seen in flesh and blood. Look them in the eye and they'll say, they feel good, like good friends with the guy. And this is usually after they get the kid. They had sex with them enough to get that kid and then it's over. But is that how you want to live? Don't you want to be excited? Don't you want to have those orgasms? You just got to be honest with it. Let's just be real. And even the reason I'm even addressing it, because I hear it so much. It's like different versions of the same thing. Oh, well, the sex ain't that good. Oh, yeah, the sex ain't that good. And let's be real. Sometimes y'all even be tripping over the man's size. Hey, that's still a part of it. It sounds jacked up, but you got to be honest. If you ain't feeling that guy, if you're not compatible, shoot, if you ain't smiling when he takes off his clothes, don't deal with him, And you got to be honest with the guy. You have to move on. Seriously, you got to think about it because don't fake the funk. And I'm going to get more into that staying in a relationship anyway, all right? So, anyway, I want y'all to think about what I'm saying. And I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.